Something's Cooking with Alpa, and imagine that you have had a very long day at work and you come home and you see that you are totally out of vegetables. Even the basics like tomato, onion, potatoes, you're out of them. What do? You go out to get those vegetables? Not really, you're too tired, right? So you don't have to stress, I got your back. I'm going to show you how to make papad ki sabzi, which is so instant and all the ingredients you will already have in your house, and it tastes absolutely amazing. So let's look at the ingredients, and you're going to need to make this dish. You're going to need some papad. You can go for any. I'm going with moong papad. You can go with Punjabi papad. You can go with urad papad. Any kind of papad. It's going to be just absolutely amazing. You're going to need a little bit of curd. If it's a little sour, great. It tastes even better. A little bit of red chili powder. Now this is Kashmiri red chili powder, so don't be alarmed with the quantity that I've taken. It's basically for the color. A little bit of turmeric, asafoetida, that's hing, salt, and a little bit of cilantro for garnishing. We're also going to need a tad bit of oil and water. Basic ingredients. So let's get started with the process of making this. So first things first, I'm going to just heat up the oil which I've already put in the vessel. As soon as that heats up, I'm going to add the curd. So meanwhile, I'm just quickly going to stir this and going to add some water to it. So let's just mix the curd and the water. Tad bit more. I think that should do the job. Okay. Now the oil is already heated up, so in goes our curd and water mix. Now be very careful, guys. Whenever you add milk or any milk products, which is curd, you add it to a hot pan. You have to keep stirring it so that it doesn't separate itself from the water. While that is getting mixed in, I'm just going to add the rest of the ingredients. I'm going to add the asafoetida along with some haldi, some red chili powder, and a little bit of salt. Now I'm not going to add too much of salt over here, guys, because papad already has a lot of salt content in it. So be careful with the amount of salt that you're adding in this water gravy. Now we are just going to wait till it comes to a first boil. Once it comes to a first boil, then there is no need for you to keep stirring it. So I will see you back here just about in a minute once it starts boiling. So as you can see, guys, our water or our gravy is already boiling. I've just turned the flame on low now. No need to stir it again. And now it's time for us to add the papad. You basically just cut it like this and cut it like that and more. And then you just add these pieces wherever you see the boils. So you see a boil over here, you just keep adding it over there. Now I am adding raw papad because it is absolutely not necessary for you to roast a papad to add it. It is not going to change the way it cooks. It's not going to change the way it tastes. It is going to get cooked equally well when you put the papad in here. So it's just an unnecessary step which you don't need, right? So I'm just going to add all of the papad pieces in here, and I will show you once I'm done with adding the papad pieces. So all our papad pieces are in the gravy. At this time you can check if you need more salt, a little bit more chili, because already the papad is in the water, so you will be able to tell by now that if you need more salt. Also, we are just going to cook this for 5 minutes. That is more than enough sufficiently enough time to make this. So as you can say, this is a super duper instant recipe, and there is absolutely no need for you to keep stirring it. Just after every like a minute or so you can stir it, and I will see you back once this is ready. Okay guys, this is ready. I'm just gonna turn off the flame. Now you guys can just take a piece, taste it. If it feels very raw, then just cook it for another minute or so. But this is ready. I always like to keep a little bit more watery because the papad will keep soaking the water and then it will become very lumpy. So whenever I make it, I keep a little bit more water in the dish so that by the time we eat it, there is still tad bit gravy remaining. And time for us to add a little bit of the garnishing, which is the dhania. And now time for me to taste it. So very chatpata. It's like I'm having chaat, you know. It is so chatpata and so tasty, and as you saw, very simple to make. It is so delicious that sometimes, even though I have vegetables in the house, I make this dish, making my life easy, right? And I sometimes do crave for this as well. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed spending time with me, and do make this recipe. Let me know if your family liked it, and I will see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.